Hello everyone. Today I'm here to talk about the one who above the JD Vance and the one who below the goat. The man who tried to lead the world and the man who having the power of the world largest democratic country, the Donald John Trump. Let's begin with the session. 45th and the 47th to the President of the United States of America. He led the country in first time in 2017 to the 2021, and the second time it's from the 2025 up to now. And the previous time the vice president to the Donald J. Trump was Mike Pence, and it is JD Vance to today. He was a previous businessman as well as the for a little bit time period he was a military officer, same as for a little period of time he was a television presenter. The American politician who lead in the America today, Donald J. Trump, came from the Republican Party of the America. And when we go to the his first date, it was the 14th of June in 1946. Yeah, it's almost very large age to him as well as to the America. He is now in his 79th year from his birth. He was born in the Jamaican Hospital Medical Center in New York, in United States. In the now he had two spouses, and with the current one, altogether he had three spouses. From the starting from the Ivana Trump in 1977 to the 1919, he married to the Ivana Trump, and from 1993 to 1999 he married to the Marla Maples, the only American lady who married with him. And from the 2005 his spouse was the Melania Trump, very beautiful lady, and the current first lady. From those three spouses, they had 5 children altogether. For the Melania Trump, it was the Baron Trump, very tallest guy, and the very famous Ivanka Trump, Tiffany Trump, Eric Trump, as well as the Donald Trump Jr. He graduated from the Wharton School in 1966 to 1968, as well as the New York Military Academy. His parents were the Fred Trump and the Mary Ann McLeod Trump. He born into a wealthy New York City family, and he became the president of his family's real estate business in the 1971. Then he renamed it the Trump Organization. His family's real estate he renamed as Trump's Organization, and he began acquiring and building skyscrapers, hotels, casinos, and the golf courses. He launched side ventures, many licensing the Trump name, and filed for 6 business bankruptcies in 1990s and the 20s. From the 2004 to 2015, he hosted the reality television show The Apprentice, bolstering his fame as a billionaire. Presenting himself as a political outsider, Trump won the 2016 presidential election against Democratic Party nominee Hillary Clinton. During his first presidency, Trump imposed a travel ban on 7 Muslim-majority countries, expanded the Mexico-United States border wall, and enforced a family separation policy on the border. He rolled back environmental and business regulations, signed the Tax Cuts and the Job Act, and appointed 3 Supreme Court justices. He withdrew the US from agreements on climate, trade, and Iran's nuclear program, and started a trader war with China. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, he downplayed its severity, contradicted health officials, and signed the CARE Acts. After losing the 2020 presidential election to Joe Biden, Trump attempted to overturn the result, culminating in the January 6th Capitol attack in 2021. He was impeached twice in 2019 for abuse of power and obstruction of Congress, and in 2021 for incitement of insurrection, and acquitted by the Senate both times. In 2023, Trump was found liable in civil cases for sexual abuse and defamation and for business fraud. In May 2024, he was found guilty on 34 counts of falsifying business records, making him the first US president convicted of a felony. After winning the 2024 presidential election against Vice President Kamala Harris, he was given a no penalty sentence and 2 felony indictments against him for retention of classified documents and obstruction of the 2020 election were dismissed without prejudice. Trump began his second presidency by initiating mass layoffs of federal workers. He imposed tariffs on nearly all countries at the highest level since the Great Depression and signed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. His administration's actions, including its targeting of political opponents and civil society, persuading of transgender people, mass deportation of immigrants, and extensive use of executive orders have drawn over 550 lawsuits challenging their legality. In Latin America, he pursued a legally contested campaign to attack alleged drug traffickers and ordered a military raid into Venezuela to capture the country's president. In February 2026, Trump authorized joint US-Israeli strikes on Iran that resulted in the 2026 Iran war. Since 2015, Trump's leadership style and political agenda, often referred to as Trumpism, have reshaped the Republican Party's identity. Many of his comments and actions have been characterized as racist or misogynistic. He has many false or misleading statements during his campaigns and presidency, to a degree unprecedented in American politics, and promotes conspiracy theories. Trump's actions have been described by researchers as authoritarian and contributing to Democratic backsliding. After his first term, scholars and historians ranked him as one of the worst presidents in American history. Trump considered a show business career but instead to be closer to home. Enrolled at Fordham University in 1964. He participated in the Reserve Officers Training Corps during his first year, attending classes in a military uniform eventually, but dropped it in his second year. In his junior year, he transferred to the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, most often commuting to his father's office on weekends, and graduated in May 1968 with a Bachelor of Science in Economics. Contrary to his statements that he was top of his class with the highest grades possible, Wharton published academic honors and dean's list do not include his name. By the time he went to Wharton, he was earning a career in real estate. He was exempted from the draft during the Vietnam War due to a claim of born spouse in his years. Early political aspirations. Further information. Trump registered as a Republican in Queens in 1969 and in Manhattan in 1987. A member of the Independence Party, the New York State affiliate of the Reform Party in 1999. A Democrat in 2001, a Republican in 2009, unaffiliated in 2011, and a Republican in 2020. Trump leaning heavily onto a lectern with his mouth open mid speech and a woman clapping next to him.